I think you've actually got to go out and do stuff.
Got to get out, talk to the people, interact, like network a bit.
I think that's huge.
But it's interesting how that links up, because once again, it's like I wasn't taught that in school. I wasn't. It's kind of like now as I get older, I'm really starting to understand. Like, dude, you got to get out and talk to people, and hey, this is our brand, this is our channel, this is what we stand for.
Well, because if you don't do that, you're just an echo chamber in your room.
Yeah.
Like, you got to go out and do it. You got to grind. You actually have to initiate. It's not just going to come, packaged with a bow tie. You got to go out and do it yourself. And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, so if you guys out there, maybe you've been hustling or grinding for a while and you're not seeing the results you want to see, maybe it's time to take a second to analyze what's going on, where your goals are, the expectations, the time length, and see if if they're all meeting up at the same time, because maybe one of those things could be a little off, that you think maybe it's around the corner, but something you're grinding at might take.
Although if you're grinding and it's not working and you listen to us, it's rock bottom for you. You can only go up from here. No, I think that's good. I think that's good advice. I think just stay at it. But is there a point where you say, I've given it everything I got and I got to move on? Or do you say, no, forget it. I'm going to do everything I can and push literally till the end? What do you think?
I think...
or there's something in the middle where it's like push, but there is a limit where it's like, hey, you're going to be living on a cardboard box if you don't go do something else.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I think if you got like a family and a wife, then that puts a lot more, like, that's really straps you down into focusing on them, because you got to pay for groceries, make sure they're taken care of. Unless
your wife's awesome and she's working and she gives you the opportunity, but that's a best case scenario.
Yeah, that's best case scenario. But then if you're single, I think you gotta take it. You gotta grind it out till you have nothing left. Because there are stories. What's the James Bond guy?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig was sleeping on benches for like a couple of years while he was trying to get his acting gig.
Huh.
He would take whatever he can get. He's like, bro, I'm literally homeless, so he would sleep on like New York Park benches for a while.
Really?
And same with the other guy from the Marvel movies, the Archer guy.
Yeah, nobody likes him, though. No,
yeah. He was in The Town too, that East Coast gangster movie with.
I don't know the name, but I know who. Everyone knows who you're talking about.
He's an Archer dude. He did that too for a while. He's just like, dude, I'm barely making enough to eat, and like I gotta sleep out here. So he was doing that. No one picked him up. Little commercials here and there.
But he was grinding though.
But he was grinding.
They were
yeah.
all.
They just believed in what they were doing, and they kept that fire alive inside. And
like, imagine if they had just sat on the benches in the park and were like, one day it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sit here, and one day it's gonna happen. It would have never happened. Yeah. Like, you have to go out and do.
Which goes back to like us, like Josh and I starting this podcast. We had this idea way back when we were doing runs, like on this trail, and we kind of built it up from there. And then it kind of took a break for a bit, but then finally, I decided to take the plunge and leave my job. And I'm just like, let's get this podcast going. Let's start making videos, and it's still work in progress. We still want to bring a lot more content to you guys, but we just we have the fire inside, and we're gonna grind no matter what. If we got 2 followers, we got 0 followers, we're gonna grind it out to the end, because that's just what we do, man. And it's also about finding people that support what you're doing. They also have the same belief. Like-minded people that like say, nah, it's not possible, or don't even think about it, don't try it, it's not worth it. Like, those people, you gotta shut them out of your life, because all they're doing is bringing you down with them. And you gotta keep like-minded, positive people in your life. Definitely the key right there.
I was gonna say something. Yeah, no, that's 100%. And we've got bigger aspirations. I mean, what were we just talking about the other day about startups?
Yeah.
Cool ideas.
That article I sent you about that restaurant.
Exactly, restaurants in lower income areas where you can provide healthy, nutritious food at a low cost for people. I think that's That's awesome. We talked about potentially, merch, clothes,
Yeah.
food. What were some of the other ones?
Think like.
I mean, there was like surf ideas that we have.
Maybe like a protein shake.
Yeah,
Or?
like a healthy, juice bar type of thing. But it doesn't stop at podcasts. We've got big visions, and we're pacing ourselves.
Yeah.
We're going slow, but slow and steady wins the race.
I remember learning in school about Disneyland. It's actually pretty interesting. Like, so Disney now today is like this huge ass corporation with like all these different things, but the nucleus was like the park itself. Everything surrounded around the park, and the cartoons were like the main kind of the think tank of it. And then once the movies and the park started to become popular, it's like merchandise. Yeah, merchandise, like licensing, commercials.
So you got to build that core, that foundation, and then once you have that, and people, want it and are attracted to that, then you can start shooting.
Shooting off everywhere.
Yeah.
And now they got tentacles like in all pretty much. They're one of the most.
Don't they own CNN or ESPN? I mean, all those.
They bought all the companies one by one. Yeah. So they've like just totally controlled the market. But it started with one man's dream. He's just like, hey, I'm just gonna make this Mickey Mouse, and we're gonna create this park. And
although I wonder if he's rolling in his grave right now with what they're doing in California Adventure, man.
Yeah, you'd be pissed off.
I mean, they're gonna change the name anyways, but I wonder what it's gonna be.
Like when they
Marvel Land.
Yeah.
Would that maybe be something?
I could see that. Yeah.
Marvel Adventures. I don't know.
When they start buying Star Wars, they start buying Marvel. That's like, whoa, you guys are like taking over the entire sector.
Star Wars was big. That was a huge contract.
I couldn't even believe. I remember when I read it for the first time, I'm like, no, are they joking? Like they bought this? And then we saw the kind of movies that came out after that. Damn.
I'm staying optimistic though for isn't the next one this December?
That's right. Yeah. I want to do a Hollywood Boulevard again, man.
Grauman's Theater. Dude, I saw, speaking of Star Wars, when it first, do you know when it first came out? Like 87, 86, something like that?
First one, 1977, was
77?
A New Hope, yeah.
They had the premiere at Chinese Grauman Theater.
Yeah.
Dude, there was no other buildings around it. It was like, wait, what? Like, some dude tried to sell his record to me next to the Grauman Theater now. I'm actually going to look it up.
It was so different back then.
Chinese. How you spell it? I gotta go. Grauman Theater, 1970s. Star Wars premiere. See, this is where it'd be good if we had a screen where we could like interlay this.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Look at this, Ryan. There was literally nothing next to it at all. And the pictures are in black and white, dude. It's crazy, like, the history that's been there, though, man.
So many good, like, movies have been there. Because, I think it was built, like, in the 30s or something, way back. 20s or 30s.
Yeah, these pictures are terrible. Yeah, it's still cool that there were so many people. Yeah, I'm definitely down to go do that again. But yeah, opportunities, Ryan. Do you want to finish it off with anything?
Yeah, I think just if you guys are in the middle of it, just grinding it out, and you're not seeing the results you want, maybe just don't quit. Take a step back and just kind of reevaluate where the roadmap is going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
or your foundation.
Yeah, the foundation. Sometimes you have to adjust a few things. Maybe something you're doing constantly, you might have to lessen that a bit and work on another part of your life that you feel is maybe lacking, and then start really grinding again until you realize,
maybe grind in another direction, so to speak. See if that produces any results.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe if we're working on this channel, maybe we might have to work a little more on social media, putting posts out on IG, getting people to know us. So the social aspect, for sure, we need to, we're going to work on that a bit more. But in your personal life, maybe it's, trying to be a better father or trying to be better at work, just spending a little more time at the office to...
I think vlogs help too, just because we're talking about YouTube. It gives you a chance for people to see who you are.
Yeah.
To hear you, see what you guys are all about. I think that's what we should start doing on our channel as well.
Yeah, vlogs would be a great idea. Give people like a more personal look into our lives.
We started reactions. Those are on hiatus until we can figure out the YouTube algorithm there. We're having a little difficulty with that, but
Yeah.
we'll get those up and going. That'll be some extra content, but
Yeah, that'd be cool.
just stay strong, I guess.
Yeah, stay strong, guys, and don't give up the fight, because the moment you give up, then like
That's it.
a few days later, a few weeks later, you realize, wow, like something else popped up. If I would have been at the right place at the right time.
Ooh, that would be the worst, man. Ooh, I don't want to think about that.
And then all that time you spent, like, that's just like down the drain.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so just stick.
Yeah, we're just trying to stay positive, though.
Yeah,
You're talking
stick.
about going down the drain.
But that's why it's so important to stick to your guns and what you believe in, and just constantly work and sharpen your sword, because when the time comes, you will use it to find what you're looking for. So definitely stay strong with that, guys.
Yeah. Or just look, maybe don't look at the negatives. Like, surround yourself with, did we say that? Surround yourself with positive,
Yeah, positive
with
people.
or just positive posts, positive, everything that you can. And I think that'll have a pretty big impact.
Yeah. Okay, guys,
All right.
we'll go ahead and leave you with that little bit there. Just wanted to check in and give our thoughts for today, but hope all is well with you guys.
We'll see you guys next time.
See you in the next step.